Sahu. I am the club sergeant at arms. I welcome you all to 143rd session of the Radisys SoundBytes Toastmaster Club. So I request all attending members to turn on your camera since it gives lots of encouragement to our role takers, especially the speakers, and we love to see your beautiful faces. So before starting our Toastmasters meeting, I would like to mention the 3 ground rules that we follow in our Toastmasters meeting. Rule number 1, please refrain from discussion about sex, religion, and politics. Rule number 2, please put yourself on mute if you're not speaking. Rule number 3, if you're stepping outside of the meeting, please turn off your video so it does not inconvene the current speaker. Thank you. Now, I would like to introduce our presiding officer. He's a happy-go-lucky person. He's a great speaker and our club's amazing ex-president, Sharad. Sharad. So with this, I would like Sharad to take on this stage. Over to you, Sharad.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Rajan, for the lovely introduction and a very warm welcome to the 143rd session of the Radisys SoundBytes Toastmasters Club. Very exciting that we are just 7 sessions away from one of the milestones of 150th session. So again, to reiterate, please do submit your suggestions if you have any suggestions on how we can go about the 150th session. It's always welcome. We try to get an external speaker. Sometimes we try to, do something differently. We might try for different activities, etc. So please do send in your suggestions and recommendations. And lovely to see so many in-person attendees as well today. Of course, we have some online attendees as well. Thanks everybody for taking out time from your busy schedule. I know it's a Monday. It's not very easy. Immediately after lunch, or maybe someone ate to have lunch. But anyways, nevertheless, thanks for your wonderful support. And please do spread the word about Toastmasters. Please do spread about the information about our club, how it works, and try to get in more people so that we get more and more advantage from the club. Because not every company has a Toastmasters club. Even there are huge companies where Toastmasters club is still not yet there. So when we have a Toastmasters club, it is very important that we utilize it to our best possible extent. And it's a great platform for us to speak. It's not every day you get a platform with a lot of lovely audience like this and a very supportive environment. So please do spread the word about Toastmasters. And please do note that the Toastmasters will do wonders if you are not a great speaker actually. Because this is a platform that you get to improve your speaking skills, your communication skills, your public speaking skills, and your confidence, right? So a lot of the time there is this misconception that people who are good speakers should be part of Toastmasters. That is not the case. People who are there in Toastmasters for a long time, they might have become good speakers because they would have given a lot of speeches, they would have got a lot of experience and exposure. That doesn't mean that the person was an expert already and it's only for expert speakers. No, that is a very big misconception. Please do encourage, especially people who are struggling to communicate properly, clearly. English language is a problem, public speaking is a problem. So such people are the ones who are the ideal target audience for Toastmasters, because nobody is expert here. We all learn from each other. So with that, thanks, and once again, welcome to the session. Looking forward to a lovely session ahead. And back to you, Rajan, to take this forward.
Thank you, Sharad, for this lovely message. But again, I will call you again as an evaluator, Sharad. So Sharad has been taken the role for Gaurav's evaluator today. He will be evaluating Gaurav's speech. So please welcome evaluator Sharad again. So yeah, back to you, Sharad, again.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for that. And today I have taken the evaluator role as well. And we have a speaker, Toastmaster Gaurav Tripathi, who will be doing his L4P2 speech, attempting his L4 speech today, and L4P2 speech today, and I'll be the evaluator. Now I'll quickly mention what is the purpose of his project. So the purpose of this project is for the member to learn about and practice facilitating a question and answer session. The purpose of this speech is for the member to practice delivering an informative speech and running a well-organized question and answer session. The member is responsible for managing time, so there is adequate opportunity for both. So with that, good luck once again to today's speaker. And once called upon, I'll be giving my speech evaluation report as well. Back to you, Rajan.
Thank you so much, Sharad. Just a second.
I believe introduction of speaker Prasang is prepared, right? You had timer, yeah. So we need a timer also. Timer, yeah.
Okay. Shall I? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I would like to introduce our timer. Uh, he is a person who likes to play chess and also volunteer as a track lead for time to time. I would like to everyone to please welcome our timer for today, Shwet Tiwari. Over to you, Shwet. Please explain. Yeah.
Hello everyone. So today, my role as a timer would be to monitor timings for the speeches, for the Q&A session, for the chorus speech or the Q&A session, and after that we will have some table topics for it. And after that we will have the evaluation. So let me tell you the timings for the each part. For the Gaurav's speech, it's in 14 to 15 minutes. At 12 minutes, I will show green card. After 13.5 minutes, I will show yellow card, and after 15 minutes, I will show red card. There's a 30 seconds 30 seconds timing given to end this speech, and after that there will be some final. And for the Q&A session, it's 4 to 6 minutes. So at 4 minutes, I will show green card. At 5 minutes, I will show yellow card. And at 6 minutes, I will show red. And it will be continue till the Q&A session ends. So, now, coming to the table topics, allowed timing for the table topics is 1 to 2 minutes. With after 1 minute, I will show green card. After 1 minute and 30 seconds, I will show yellow card. After 2 minutes, I will show red card. And there will be allowed more time, around 30 seconds, to end your table topics or speech whatever you have. And after that, we'll have the evaluation. Allowed timing for the evaluation is around 2 to 3 minutes. After 2 minutes, I will show green. After 2 minutes and 30 seconds, I will show yellow. And after 3 minutes, I will show red. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, timer, for explaining. Timer, Shwet, for explaining your role. Okay. Now I would like to welcome our speaker for today. He's again a very great speaker and who likes to engage everyone with your like amazing word, creativity, and really good support. I would like everyone to welcome Gaurav Tripathi for his speech. I think I don't have the title for the speech. So
I have the title. So can I go?
yeah. Okay.
Okay. So I would like to introduce the today's speaker, Gaurav, in his own word. So Gaurav enjoys immersing himself in books and engaging in outdoor sports. Seeking out new experience and knowledge is a passion of his. Now, the title is Rest to be your best. Rest to be your best, Gaurav. Gaurav, rest to be your best. Over to you, Gaurav.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prasang and Rajan, for such a warm welcome. A very good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
How you guys are feeling now? Well rested?
Great.
Slept well?
Very nice.
Okay. So let's start with some reality check. Okay. Please raise your hand if any one of you hit snooze button twice in today, like today morning. Okay, we have few people. And any one of you felt tired but wired last night? Okay, good. Or any one of you ever Googled, can I survive with 4 hours sleep forever? Or any such similar question? Okay, we have few people online. Great to see all of you. So welcome to today modern days sleep crisis. I welcome you all to a very fascinating club where burnout seems to be a badge of honor, while we all ignore our sleep. But the reality is, sleep is not luxury. It is a biological necessity. And most of the time we forget about it. You may skip a leg day at your gym or kale in your diet, but try missing sleep. Your body starts charging interest. So today, I'm going to deep dive on this topic where we'll discuss about what sleep is, what happens during sleep, how it impacts our brain and body, and finally, how to fix it without joining a monastery. So let's start with what is sleep. Any one of you can answer if you have any thought about sleep. What do you think? What sleep is?
Way for the body and mind to rest.
Anyone
Best
else?
times of day. Best time of day.
Best time of the day. Great answers. So basically, sleep is like a reboot for the operating system. So our body, it works whole day, so it needs some rest. So during sleep, our body and brain both gets enough time where body runs the diagnostic, it does some cleanup, it removes some bad things from our body, and finally it gets that nightly reboot. I'm not saying this part. This is part of some of the studies as well. So there was one study from Cohen and group in 2009 where they mentioned sleep helps in boosting the immune system. And the fun fact is, the people who are sleep deprived, they are 3 times more prone to catch a cold. So if someone is catching cold nearby you, just ask them, did you sleep well or not? There was another study in 2013 from the Niedergard and Associate where they mentioned sleep help us in flushing out a lot of bad components from our body, including beta amyloids, which are linked with Alzheimer. So it's very serious. We should not ignore all those things. And I think these are the studies, but most of us might have experienced some like such instances where, let's say you woke up late in the night and at 1 o'clock, you start feeling that having junk food or Maggie might be a good idea now, right? So my friends, I don't say your willpower is failing. It is your prefrontal cortex, which is the logical brain. It's going offline. And your amygdala, which is your emotional brain, is taking power and it is giving you suggestions like ice cream may fix everything, right? So this is what happens, and this is studies what talks about the sleep. So let's try to understand what happens during sleep. So do you know when we sleep, it is not just a long one stretch. There are multiple stages. So in our sleep, in a night, our body runs through 4 to 5 cycles of sleep, and in each cycle there are different stages. So there are 4 stages basically. First 2 stages are light sleep, where your body will be like little awake. Your breath will not be very slow and deep. So in that state, if someone comes and pushes you, you will wake up and you can respond them as well. Okay. And the second phase of the light sleep, you may feel little drowsy, but let's say your pet jump on your chest, you will wake up. Or if someone call you for, okay, we have to go somewhere outside, you can still answer. So first 2 phases are of light sleep, and 50% of our sleep cycle consists of these 2 phases. But then comes the deep sleep. And most of the time people struggle with the light sleep. That is why they don't reach there. So what happens in deep sleep? It's magical. In deep sleep, the whole recovery system of our body works. Our growth hormone releases properly in our body, and all the muscle recovery and all those stuff happens in the deep sleep. So what is the difference in this light sleep and deep sleep? As I mentioned, in light sleep, your breath will be shallow. In our regular day-to-day job, we usually have a shallow breath, right? Yeah, this was a deep one, but usually we have a shallow breath, and our heart rate is also fluctuating with a high frequency and low amplitude. But in deep sleep, our heartbeat, it has a proper longer amplitude, and its frequency reduces, and that is called the delta waves. You might have heard this term, delta wave. But if not, then there are a lot of studies about it, and there are many companies like Sleep Space. They are building some gadgets so that you can wear it and they can play some sound so that your deep sleep can be enhanced. So that is what happens in the deep sleep phase, and we all should try to be in that phase daily in our sleep. And then comes the REM sleep. You might have seen people while sleeping, their eyes might be going here and there very frequently, right? And sometimes we feel what is happening to them, but no need to worry. They are the magical world of dreams. So basically in the REM sleep, you get dreams. And at that time, what happens? Your heart rate and your breath may act like the normal way, like in your day-to-day life, you do problem solving and all those stuff, right? So same thing you can feel there. But only thing is, your muscles become temporarily paralyzed. And it's not a fault. It's our body's defense mechanism. It happens so that no one comes out of their dream and harm themselves or harm anyone else. So our body respects that and it saves us from all those things. So these are the 4 main stages which happen in our every cycle of sleep, and on an average every night we go through 4 to 5 cycles. One interesting thing about the REM sleep is, this is where, as I mentioned, right, this is where we dream about many stuff and we do visualization. A lot of things happen there. So athletes like James LeBron, Roger Federer, they used to advocate to have 10 to 12 hours of sleep. Not to just feel good, go in dreams, but that dream section help you in the skill retention. Basically, whatever you learn, like Shwet is a chess player, right? So if you want to learn something, he has to go in that phase so that he can retain those skills. So this was all about what happens in the sleep. Okay. There is another important factor which regulates our sleep cycle, not only sleep cycle, but our day-to-day phenomena. Whatever we do, we wake up in the morning, we do all the activities, and finally at night we sleep, right? So there is one very interesting phenomena. In scientific term, it is called as circadian rhythm. Are you guys aware of it? Okay. So it's like our body runs on a 24-hour timer. It knows its own clock. You might have seen, like from childhood, we have this habit. Morning we'll wake up, evening we'll go for sleep. Evening we'll feel tired and drowsy, but morning after waking up, mostly we used to be very fresh in childhood. Nowadays, we all know it's very difficult. But that is a regular cycle, what our body basically work on. So this circadian rhythm is something which handle all those things. And there is a component named SCN which sits in our brain. It is suprachiasmatic nucleus. And this is a scientific term, it's a real term which basically control all this clock. So what happens and how does it work? Basically, it handles all the hormones which are released in our body. So there are 2 main hormones. One is melatonin, another one is cortisol. So all know cortisol is energy hormone. So in the morning when you wake up and you see sunlight, this is a hormone which your body releases. So this is why people suggest after waking up, in first 1 hour, you should go outside and see the sunlight for next 15-20 minutes. That's a good practice. Once you do that, you feel fresh, active, and then you will not find any sign of drowsiness for at least half of your day. Then comes another one, melatonin, which is releases especially in the darkness. That's why seeing sunset is also very important. I think in today's busy world, we miss all these things. But my request is, if you get time, try to see sunrise and sunset so that these hormones get released timely and your body will function based on its natural order. So this circadian rhythm is also very important, And when I said melatonin helps you in going to sleep mode, if it is happening properly, then while sleeping, a lot of good hormones are also released in your body. For example, I will talk about only 4 hormones. I know it is going a little bit scientific, but I will talk about 4 important things which all of us might have experienced. So let's say someone is feeling sleep deprived and they are not having proper sleep. So you might have seen they might feel more like they might feel hungrier, especially in the night. So it's not that you are falling into a bad habit. It is a ghrelin hormone which is getting increased in your body and which is making you hungrier. Along with that, you might have seen even though you eat a lot, but you are not feeling full. That is because of leptin hormone, which reduces if you are sleep deprived. And that is what makes you like, you will never feel full. And then comes 2 more stuff. If you feel sleep deprived, it impacts it basically reduces the sensitivity to insulin. And I think many of us nowadays, we go to gym, we work out and all, right? But if you don't sleep properly, then my friend, obesity is coming to you. Because if someone is insulin insensitive, then they cannot, basically, even though you do a lot of work, but it is not going to help unless you correct yourself. And another fun fact is there. It's not about these internal hormones and all those things, but it impacts the reproductory hormones as well. And it is mentioned in some of the studies that men who are sleeping less than 5 hours on a regular basis, they are having less testosterone level. So my friends, like sleep deprivation can literally kill the vibe. So that is what happens whenever people don't sleep properly or skip all these activities. But after listening all those things, you might be thinking, then what should be the fix for all? How to fix it, right? Because we know, okay, there are issues, we have all those things, but what action we should take? So what I say, it's not very difficult. Better sleep can be started from tonight. That's the best sign for all of us. And I would say we have to start a good sleep hygiene. And it's not just brushing before going to bed. We have to start it 3 to 4 hours before going to bed. So the first and foremost advice is, please try to maintain your sleep and wake cycle, which is very important. So what it means, you should not put alarm for just waking up. You should have alarm for your bedtime. You should know for these 6 to 8 hours I'm going to bed, and these hours should be fixed. Could be 10 to 6 or 11 to 7, anything. But if you follow a same routine, your body knows when to release what hormone, and you will find those amazing results. Second one is checking your caffeine intake. I think caffeine is something which we all take and we love it, right? Because it makes us active in our all day-to-day meetings. But do you know what is its lifetime? Like for how long it remains in our body? Its half-life is 6 hours. So if you take it at 2 o'clock in the daytime, its full effect will be there in till 2 o'clock in the night. So it has that much effect. And I have 2 more advices. So next one is maintain a cool, dark and quiet place to sleep. And I think nowadays our Bangalore weather helps us in that. So no one should have this excuse. And finally, start following 3 to 1 rule, which says you should not eat anything after, you should eat whatever you want 3 hours before going to bed. You should work out 2 hours before going to bed. After that, you should not do any workout. And 1 hour before going to bed, you should not see any screen. Basically, you should reduce it. If you have to do it, then you can use night mode or flux tool or anything else, but try to reduce it. So this is my advice, which all of you can try. And I just want all of you to just take some time and think on these questions. Like, when was the last time you all of you slept for 7 to 9 hours without waking up groggy? Or okay, or maybe you can think like, what is something you want to try tonight? So with these questions, I want to leave all of you thinking about it and trying to get best out of your sleep. And remember, sleep is not time wasted. It is really it is a good time invested. So just focus on that. And with that thought, I hope every one of you will get a good sleep tonight. If any one of you felt asleep during my talk, then clearly I have done my job. Thank you, everyone. So now it's time for question and answers. Stage is open. So whoever want to ask any question, please welcome. You're welcome to ask. Yeah.
One stage you said something REM where the person is dreaming.
Yes.
Okay. So while dreaming such any of the dreams, is that dream disturb the person's physical fitness or his mindset?
Okay. I would say it will not disturb by its own. You may have some very frightening dreams, but it will not impact any. It will not have any wrong impact on your body. Even though you wake up after that, it's a good sign. You have completed the cycle and then you woke up. So it will not have any negative impact on that. Mostly people overthink after waking up and they try to figure out, no, this should not happen, or what if this thing happened. So this what if thing causes more problem rather than that dream. Dream is just an imagination. It is just a thought which you felt like a reality. So,
can I ask one more question?
Sure, sure.
You know, in sometimes in dreams, you are seeing such of the things which after some time, some duration, you see that it's actually happening in the life.
Okay.
It's kind of a deja vu. What do you say about it?
I would say it is kind of a manifestation which you are doing. You are very powerful in that. Because it's coincidence, I would say. But it's really you are manifesting those things. You are channelizing your energy which is around you, and if it is happening, it's good. If it is happening good sense, I would say it is good. You are you are manifesting it really well.
Dream me becoming vice president or something. No?
I'm waiting for that.
I think it will be like what I'm asking, maybe like it will be out of the topic, but still it is related to sleep. Like during the sleep, people will walk, no? Again, like they will talk. Like what will be the reason for that? Any idea?
Okay. On that area, frankly speaking, I don't have that clear picture. I think it is good to check with some specialist who knows about it. But what I feel, as I told you, in REM sleep, our heart rate, our breath, it acts like normal. But mostly our muscles get temporarily paralyzed. I think in those cases, their muscle system is not working properly, and that is why it should be diagnosed and people consult with doctor. So I think it's kind of a situation where people should go and consult with a doctor. But I think this is something where their muscle and mind connection is not happening properly. Their body is not safeguarding them. So they have a different, they need a different kind of solution there.
Hi, Gaurav.
A couple of questions I had was one in terms of ideal hours of sleep, right?
Okay.
Some people say it vary from person to person. Somebody is like good enough with 6 hours of sleep. Some say no, 8 is required. Now you are saying some examples of a sports person saying 10 to 12 hours. So what is the ideal one, a normal person who is decent level of physical activity and the normal working routine like an IT job? What should be the ideal hours then? Like
It is advised to have 6 to 8 hours of sleep.
okay.
If you can take 8 hours of sleep, it is good. But even I feel it varies person to person. I have tried sleeping for 8 hours, but what I have identified, 7 hours is enough for me.
Okay.
After 7 hours, I cannot remain in my bed. I will be awake. I will be just waiting for my timer to ring it.
Okay.
So what I feel it varies. Many people, they practice in such a good way, like monks and other people, they go with only 4 hours of sleep. So it depends on that. But one good thing is they are channeling their energy in a very good way that their cycles are getting completed.
Okay.
So as I mentioned, there are 4 stages. If you complete those cycles, you will still feel good. But if your cycles are not getting completed, then you may feel drowsy and you may feel your sleep is not completed.
Okay.
Because it happens, let's say, your sleep is getting disturbed because of some XYZ reason. So most of the time, you will remain in the light sleep. And if you remain in the light sleep, next day you will feel drowsy because you did not go through the deep sleep. The REM did not happen. So you might feel like some fogginess and all those things. But maybe the people who are managing it with 4 hours, 6 hours, they might have mastered this skill. Any questions on the from the
Yeah.
online folks?
Hi, Gaurav. I have one question. So it's regarding the daytime sleep because some people will go for sleep immediate after the lunch. Is that good or bad? Because as you said, you should not go for sleep immediate after the food.
Okay. Is Rakshita right?
Yeah, Rakshita.
Yeah, it's very interesting question, I would say.
Yeah,
And I
because
think
of that, some people will not get sleep night on time. So that is the reason.
what I say, it is something which people prefer nowadays because it's like a power nap, right? You are not talking about sleeping for hours in the daytime, right? You are
Yeah,
talking about a short nap.
short. Yeah.
Yeah, what I feel, this short nap is basically something which helps you in becoming more active. And it is better than taking caffeine, I would say. Because it's your natural phenomenon where your breathe and your internal hormones, your internals are treating you rather than you are taking something extra. So I would say it is not bad. When I said you should not go for sleep immediately after food, I was talking about a deep night sleep where your body will go through cycles.
Okay.
The nap kind of situation, your body will basically feel rested. Your breathing pattern and all those things will calm down. So it is good so that you can work good for next 6 7 hours.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But yeah, I would say it's a very interesting question.
Thank you.
Okay, I think we have like our timer has shown the last red card, so I have to stop it now. But if you guys have any query, any question, you know how to reach out to me. You can use my Teams channel, or you can uh, like email me, and I'm ready to answer all the questions. Maybe if I'm not having any answer to your questions, then maybe we'll discuss it more, and I will try to find the right answer for your queries. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Gaurav. It was a wonderful speech, I would say, and it actually answered many of my questions. I was having problems with sleep since a few days. So thank you. I think it's the speech came in knack of time, and I think it surely helped a lot of people in our session as well. Okay. Uh, with this, I think uh, yeah, I would like now let's move on to the next section of our Toastmasters session. Now, I would like to introduce our table topic master for today. He loves to work in his speaking skills. Again, also likes to play chess and badminton, and he likes to do calisthenics exercise. He is none other than our Toastmaster Prasad. Over to you, Toastmaster Prasad, to take the stage. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Rajan. So welcome everyone to the table topic section. It is one of the interesting section of the Toastmaster meeting. So basically, in table topic section, you'll get a impromptu topic, and you have to speak on that topic for 1 to 2 minutes, at least minimum 1 minute. And at 1 minute, timer will show the green card. At 1.5 minutes, timer will show the yellow card, and 2 minutes, timer will show the red card. Also, you'll get a 30 seconds grace period, so you can try to finish your speech within the 2 minute 30 seconds. And let me share my screen. So today theme for the table topic is 6 honest serving men. So basically this refers to the 6 fundamental questions, and those fundamental questions are like what, why, when, how, where, and who. And basically you can use these fundamental questions to investigate think critically about anything, solve the problems, right? Uh, Normally it is coming from the poem Six Honest Serving Men, written by the poet Rudyard Kipling. So that's the kind of theme for the today meeting. So there are like 6 sections: what, why, when, how, where, and who. Once you volunteer to take part in the table topic section, I will ask like what section you want to take in, either you what, why, and then from that section I will give you the question. and yeah, and you'll have chance to kind of put your thoughts on the topic. So can we have some volunteers who wants to take part in the table topic? Okay, we have Sivan Gaura. Can you unmute yourself, and if possible, can you come on the camera? Okay, thanks. So yeah, Sivan Gaura. What kind of question you want? What, why, when, how, where, who?
How?
How?
Yeah, both. How?
Okay, we'll go with this. So have a look in this topic. Yeah, I hope you can see the screen.
Yeah, I'm seeing.
Yeah, so the question is, how would you survive a day without technology? What would you actually do?
Yeah. So it's an interesting topic. Okay. So nowadays, like without mobile and without computer, we will internet and other things, we will not be able to live. So given a chance, right? Like I will, if I would reach Himalaya somewhere, right? So I will peacefully go there and do a meditation, and it recovers my uh, body, whatever we daily work we are doing, right? So that entire thing will be healing, and will come back fresh, and uh, work, and then next day I will be working freshly, and I will improve my skill sets, and all those things will be, and working hours will be, uh, yeah, what you can say, yeah, the speed of the work and thinking all will be uh, good. That's what I can say.
Okay, thanks for your input. Yeah, it's kind of, really important to take break from technology, and you are using in the right way to reset yourself so that your productivity will increase next day. For me, if I get the
Yeah,
chance to break from technology, I would definitely read the books. That's how I can keep myself busy and I can present myself. Because if I'm not busy, then I will go for the technology. I just look for where is my phone and I started scrolling. So, but if I'm busy, then I forgot the phone.
yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Can we have the next volunteer? Okay, I can see somebody. Yeah, I can see somebody offline. Yeah,
I think
what's the
Rakesh
name?
had raised the hand.
Rakesh.
Hi,
Okay,
Rakesh.
thanks for showing the interest. So, what type of question do you want? What, why, when, how, where, and who?
Hi.
Why?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
Okay, the question for you is, why do you think people fear change even when it can be good for them?
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. This is one of the nice question I ever feel, because a lot of people are, already gone through one physical and mental state where they want to go with that particular schedule or that particular process only, where even if the things are nice, they are not feeling to go into that another state, because people are having, their mental state is, I will not do this because this may cause this. I will not do that because this may affect me in the wrong way, or it can be impacted some different way. What people think about me, what I will, whether I will be able to, give the proper output for that, or will I be able to accept these things and can I do it? So, this is particular people having mental blocks that whether I am the person who will do this or not. And, this mental block, avoid your growth for the success also. So when, even if sometime you people know that doing this thing will be good for me, but like people are thinking that, no, why should I take this effort? Even if it is good, why, if my every schedule is getting worked out, then why I have to take another ways? So if we are coming out of this mental block, there are a lot of good things which you can achieve. So come out of this mental state and trust on yourself and do and avoid your whys. That's it.
Thank you.
Thanks for your input. And really, you talked about the mental block, right? And I think that mental block is nothing but, as a human, we are kind of wired to live in a familiar environment. So even if an environment is kind of very bad for us, toxic, but if we have lived in that environment for long, we don't want to come out of that because that is now our comfort zone. To come out of that, you need to put your effort and extra effort, right? And that extra effort is something we don't want to put, and that's why we keep, we fear the change. That we don't want to work more, we don't want to do anything new. We want to just be in the current state, the comfort state. So that's my thinking on this topic. Okay, can we have the next volunteer? Oh, Razan. Okay. So the Razan, what type of question do you want? What, why, when, how, where, how, who,
Where?
where? Okay, the question for you is, where is one place in the world you feel most at peace and why?
I think the answer is very simple, and I think it will probably be common to many people. I think uh, I feel the most peace in my mother's arms, actually, with my parents. So I think I think there is a place like no other. I don't think as any person will have any other place like that. Uh, it's it's really uncomparable, and I think I actually don't know the actual answer to like why it is, but I think that is the most peaceful feeling I have ever had. Uh, Even just by thinking with my parents and mothers, I think I feel peace instantly. So I think that would be my answer. And now I feel like talking. I should call them. I think since one day I haven't been called with my parents, so I feel like I will just give a call to my parents after this session. Yeah, it's a nice question. Thank you so much, Asai.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, you said like, it is common for everyone that it's the mother, right? It's the parents because we get the unconditional love. We are like not worried about doing the mistakes. You do anything, you are still going to get the love from their side. So that's why that's the most peaceful place for all of us. Can we have the next volunteer? Okay, we have Sweet. Okay, Sweet. So, what kind of question do you want? What, why, when, how, where, who?
What are the remaining options?
You can choose anyone.
Every
You
category
have.
has multiple questions, so you can choose any
Yeah.
category.
Let's go with what?
What? Okay. So, the question is, what is one thing you believed as a child that you now know is not true? How did you find out?
So, as a child, I believe that money isn't everything. I know I may be a kind of iconoclast in that category. But in the chat, like everyone else, I was also kind of innocent in the thought that money cannot solve like every problem. It cannot give you the true love. It cannot give you time. Like and most important, money cannot buy everything. But well, as I have grown up, I have realized that money is linked to getting most of the things in today's world, at least. Either it's true love, getting time. You can say that you cannot buy time, but let's say you have you have a lot of money, and you are in the Bangalore's traffic, and and well, if you are stuck in that, if you have a really fast car, a super fast car, you can get on time to meet your family, to spend more time with your family. And well, let's not discuss how you can get true love with money. So when people say you cannot buy everything with money, they are saying they don't have enough money. Uh, I have struggled with money. You see, it was not. I was born in a really poor, below poverty line family, and now, well, not rich, obviously. Now we have come to middle class family, so I have come to understand the value of money after I joined after I joined the corporate world. So thank you, naturally.
Wow, man.
Thank you, Seth. Like you made all of us laugh, right, with your answers. And money is really important to live a basic life, and basic happiness. So when I was child, right? So there used to be a magic in my. Used to be a person come to my village and show magic, and he used like take 1 rupee and then make it 2 rupee, right? Oh, there's 1 rupee, then make 2 rupees. Then I was like, oh, this person is able to double the money. Then why this person is doing the magic? But that time I believed that really doing this in reality. But when I grown up, realized that it's just like magic. You know it's just art. So that was the belief I had in the my childhood. So can we have a next volunteer?
I can give the shot.
Okay.
After this, we'll wind up because yeah, maybe it's the last one.
Okay. So what category you will choose? What, why, when, how, where, who,
Maybe how.
how? Okay. Okay. So the question is, how does it feel more productive talking to AI than to your boss? How does it feel more productive talking to AI than to your boss?
As this session is being recorded, first let me say that whatever I'm going to tell is fully fictional and doesn't have to do anything much with the reality. But I would definitely say that I'll be more comfortable talking to AI than my boss because firstly, AI do not judge so much, or even if AI judges, you have the option to prompt saying that, hey, don't be so judgmental, and then immediately the setting will change. But when it comes to boss, you say, how can you be so judgmental? Then I think that will be the last thing I will get the chance to say before my, thank you mailer comes out. So that way, definitely, I feel it's more easy to talk to AI. And then, of course, you have the problem is it's like a hot seat with Amitabh Bachchan, right? You see that on the TV, you see very basic questions, and then you'll feel like, oh, this person is not getting it. But when you're right there on the hot seat next to Amitabh Bachchan, when somebody asks, like the whole TV is watching, people are there, hi, he'll ask question. And like, what is the capital of India? You'll be like thinking, was it Trivandrum? Otherwise, if you're not in hot seat, you clearly know the answer, but you will think, was it Mumbai or was it Delhi? Now, the same thing can happen with your boss as well. There are 10 things probably I would want to discuss with my boss, and he will hardly have 1 minute of time for me to tell all the 10 things. And then I'll end up telling maximum three of that. Seven I'll forget. But when it comes to AI, that issue is not there because you can clearly have your thought process in place. You can write down what are the questions you wanted. And then once the prompt is ready, you input. Here you go, how much ever you prepare, you cannot even go with the paper and then read, okay, once again, I want to ask this also, by then the time runs out. That way, I think clearly AI is the winner, but again, just to reiterate, this is just for this segment only and nothing to do with real life incidents like how they show in movies.
All characters are
Okay, all characters are highly fictional and nothing to do with reality. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks. So basically, even I'm not going to comment anything on this because I don't want to take any
Because
risks.
it is recorded.
Recorded. And with this, I would like to end the table topic segment, and I would like to hand over the meeting to Rajan.
Thank you so much, Prashant. It was really entertaining and engaging table topics. I believe it was like of learning as well as it gives a lot of confidence to whoever was able to speak in the session. And thank you so much. I think next I would like to call for Gaurav's evaluation. I would like to call upon the evaluator of Toastmaster Gaurav's speech, Sharath. Sharath, would you please come on stage and give your report? Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for that, Rajan. Firstly, I would like to congratulate Gaurav for two things, of course, for the L4P2 speech completion. But other than that, firstly, I know it is very difficult to keep an audience engaged throughout, especially when the speech is this long. It's not easy to talk continuously for about 14 plus minutes and then still keep the attention span of the audience well in check, and none of us, of course, went into sleep. So, excellent job, and it was very informative as well. And right from the title, it struck the right chord because it said "rest to be your best." So that itself rhymes, and then it makes a lot of sense. And congrats on choosing such a relevant and wonderful topic. Because in today's time, how important the sleep is, and with the work pressure and whatever the reason might be, family pressure, people take a lot of tension, and sleep is not happening. So there are a lot of good takeaways. It's not just a speech where you just told about the topic and went away. There are a lot of nice takeaways, like how the sleep cycle is more important rather than just the hours. How hours is also important, and then of course the structure of the speech was very well structured because you started itself with the audience interaction. That is really kudos to you. So that really you know the pulse of the audience with that, like how much they are listening to you. So the audience interaction was there throughout. You started with that, then you went on with the topic, and then even at the end you mentioned about how you can fix this. Sometimes what happens, you just tell about the problem and then you do not tell about the solution. But then you covered that part as well beautifully. And of course, your major project is important when it comes to Toastmasters. And it was not just giving the speech, but also about how you handle the Q&A. You handled that part absolutely brilliantly because I really wanted some question where you did not have the prepared answer ready. And thanks to one of the audience, he asked a question and then you handled it brilliantly because no one knows everything, right? So rather than faking and giving some wrong information, which you could have easily done, there's no way for us to live check it. No one does the fact check on the room. But you were really honest about it, and then you said you should really need to ask some expert. But according to me, something like that's a very nice way to go about it. And of course, about the other questions, how you really handled it extremely well. So kudos to that as well. And then the time management also was excellent in today's session because you know that in 14 plus some minutes you have to stop your speech and then immediately you have to start your Q&A. And you are very mindful of the time of the audience because when the red card was shown, you said, yes, I think it is the end of time, and then you stopped right there. So kudos to the time management. Can I quickly know the timings of his speech? Like how much time he took? Is it? Okay, around
15 minutes, 34 seconds in his speech.
Okay, that was within time only, right? 14 to 16 minutes was the
14 to 15.
15.
and then 30 seconds with the buffer. Yeah, kudos to that. Now, only a couple of pointers I had was one, I really, of course, the good ticks are there so much so that it's taking more time. I really loved your expressions and how you were like when it's required to smile, you were smiling when, and then the impromptu interaction. That's not at all easy. There are certain things you can prepare. Some things based on what the questions were, you are like smiling and telling, ah, of course, like that. So that impromptu, like stand-up comedians are experts in that. So you did well in the impromptu interaction as well. That is also kudos to you. A couple of things I felt you can improve for the next time was one, when it comes to body language, it was really good. Your actions were good, your expressions were good. But when you have the space like this, maybe a bit more walking around or maybe going really near to an audience. And then one more thing, when it comes to eye contact, I felt that you were giving more importance to those who are in the room. So you are mostly, but that happens. You could have in between focused kind of given equal importance to the online audience as well, looking at the camera and then the audience and then the camera, something like that. So that's just an improvement which you can do. And then one is the language itself, right? So we all, since English is not our native language, we always have this MTI problem, mother tongue influence, right? There are certain words that creeps in that has kind of that mother tongue influence. I, as a Malayali, it's very, very difficult. Still, how much of a conscious I am, there are certain words that creep in that comes with that Malayalam influence. But I try to consciously, check that pronunciation and try to correct myself. So that's something I would recommend you also. You can try to listen to your own speech and try to understand which are some of the words that pronunciation is slightly influenced by your mother tongue, and try to, next time consciously try to pronounce it in a different way. That would really help overall, because overall 95% of your language is excellent. Only the 5% of the words gets. Yeah, that's one thing I would like to recommend. And as a challenge, what I would say is two things. One is role play. Try to do some role play, whether you had a lot of opportunity today as well, like this person does like this, so then maybe slightly modulate their language, and then okay, you ask something and then you come to some sort of a role playing is recommended. And another recommendation is if you could try to speak in a different club. Try to give your speech in another club. That will give you, you're then in front of a more unfamiliar audience and unfamiliar surroundings. So that will really give you a good opportunity. With that, kudos once again, and that's all from the evaluation side. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sharad. It was a really in-depth, and I think so many examples you have given, and I think it was informative to not only Gaurav, but I think everybody in the session. It gives a lot of ideas in how we can incorporate in our speeches as well. So thank you so much. It was really amazing. Now, since we are in the evaluation section, again, I would like to request for to the timer to give his timer report. I would like to request Toastmaster Shred, yeah, to give your timer report.
Let's give it a minute for the timer report.
Okay.
Probably
The
meanwhile.
battery issue is there. Yeah.
I remember some of the timings, so I
It's
can
only
go with
type
that.
C, is it?
Oh God, I don't have type C. Okay.
Whatever you remember.
Let me go with whatever I remember. So with Gaurav switch, the allowed timing was around 14 to 15 minutes, and he took 15 minutes and 34 seconds. 30 seconds extra was allowed, so that's fine. 4 seconds extra, so that's just a bit over the time. And after that, we had a Q&A session. Q&A for the allowed timing for the Q&A session was 4 to 6 minutes, and it was around 6 minutes and 10 seconds. So 30 seconds was allowed. So it was within the time. And for the table topics, I took 2 minutes and 13 seconds. So it was well within the time. Sharad took 2 minutes, exactly 2 minutes. Exactly 2 minutes, well within the time. Rakesh sir took 1 minute and 30 seconds. 1 minute 30 seconds. So it was well within the time. Shivana Gowda took 1 minute and 9 seconds. Shivana Gora, I would suggest you can like go a bit more if you would like from next time. At least try to talk for at least like 1 minute and 30 seconds, and if you can go, at least try to talk for 2 minutes. But yeah, it was over 1 minute, so that's fine. And evaluation, longest time, longest time was evaluation.
Yes.
Allowed timing was 3 to 4 minutes, but it took 6 minutes and 1 second. Well over the time. No, that's not good.
But we learned a lot. That's
Yeah, we learned a lot. We learned a lot. That was appreciated.
I learned that I should. I also learned. Thank you.
So yeah, that will be it. Is anyone left?
Rajan.
Rajan's. Yeah, your timing was also around 1 minute 9 or 10 seconds.
He can also work.
Yeah, Rajan. I don't want to preach you on that. So let's.
But it's good to do when people are not doing it.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shwed, for your timer report. I think, okay, let me share the voting links meanwhile so everybody can give their votes. Shwed, if you have phone available, you can use phone, I think, for the vote. And yeah. Today we have only table topics as we are short on other role takers, so only table topic we have to vote for.
Meanwhile, while we are voting, if anyone has any comments or anything to be shared, please feel free. But yeah, please do vote.
You know, Rakesh sir, sorry, you asked about dreams dreams coming true. Right? Those are called prophetic dreams, and you said it's a good manifestation. My sister, older sister, once had a dream that my maternal uncle is getting attacked in the morning by someone.
Okay.
And one of my maternal uncles got attacked by Maoists, terrorists, like militant sects.
Okay.
Oh God.
I know that's not funny, but in the next morning itself, I don't know what kind of manifestation she had, but like in the Jharkhand, it was many years ago, around at least 15 years itself was. Jharkhand was still a Maoist area that time. I
Okay,
don't
so
know what kind of manifestation.
Not a manifestation, it's coincidence that happened at that time.
No.
Oh, you got all the responses?
yeah, I got 6 responses. Any offline member who are yet to
We are 4
I just
here.
voted.
Yeah, I think he would have just now his would have come. Shades.
Okay. But anyway, I've seen the
result.
result. I don't think it will change. So let me share. Yeah.
Shades.
So by landslide of 85% votes, Shwed has been the best table topic for today. So thank you so much, Shwed. Congratulations for being the best table topic speaker. Okay. With this, I would like to request Sharath for concluding the meeting, if you can.
Want to add one more point?
Yeah, please.
If he would have added timer Shwet as another line, he would have got the competition.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Timer Shwet might have got more votes.
Correct, because of the memory, it is not at all easy, right? Yeah, excellent.
It was impromptu, no?
Yes, excellent.
You'll be the richest person very soon.
Yeah, you're manifesting that dream, is it? Then my dream is there on pipeline before that. Yeah, thank you so much, everybody. Once again, thanks from bottom of my heart, especially in-person attendees. Thank you, Rakesh, Shwet, and of course, and those they had to leave early, unfortunately, Mokshat and Sudha. But thanks for their support as well for the Q&A session. I would really recommend, Shivana, you can try to join us in person next time. It will give you an even better experience and exposure talking in person. And thanks to all of you for taking out time. And before we conclude, I would like to, thanks. And I'd like to again congratulate Prasang as well for a great work as a table topic master. I know you had to take it over because from Gaurav's slides, but you know brilliantly took it over, and I really loved the way how you connected back. So it's important that the table topic master after every speaker connects back to what the speaker said and gives his or her own perspectives as well, which he was doing brilliantly. So thanks for a great job, Prasang, and kudos once again, Gaurav. It was a great speech, and you really, kept us very interested and lot of takeaways. And kudos to that. And of course, from the Q&A, we didn't have to struggle to get questions. We still had more questions if you wouldn't have abruptly stopped. But then, of course, kudos to that also. But nevertheless, I'm sure more questions would have come also. That itself shows how brilliantly the speech went. Thanks everyone, and thanks for the role takers. Thanks Shwet again. You've been a great support for our club. I see that you keep turning up and you're taking roles, and then kudos to that. And thanks everybody once again from bottom of my heart, and have a great rest of the day ahead. And with that, I would conclude 143 session. Thank you everybody.
Thank you so much, Sharad. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
I will close the meeting now.